morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Like I always say, it's always grateful to be here and keep your faith in Jesus Christ, because that's the one that's going to give you what you want. This video I'm getting ready to show you is, we all say, us black people, you know, and the reason I'm choosing us because we're the ones that mostly sit up here and complain, bellyache, and say that we ain't got nothing. That, oh, we can never build on nothing because we always tearing each other down. Then that's what this video is about.
I worked too hard for this.
You don't even understand nothing. Come on.
It's not right. It's not right. It's not right what y'all doing. I came from the ghetto too. Same as all of you did.
Y'all need to listen.
But you know, y'all messed up my business. And you call it black power. You mad at the white man. Why destroy my business? Why destroy my truck? Why steal my computer? I'm trying to make it. Could you understand that? Can't y'all see it? I'm trying to make it.
Black man built his business, trying to do good, try to serve you, self-centered, entitled motherfuckers that don't deserve nothing if you don't go out and work for it. You know, I'm not saying that's everybody, but you got to think about it. Look at us. Why you think that the world is showing us off? It's because of the behavior that we portray. We act like we don't have no sense about us. And then the world's saying, hey, you know what? Fuck them. We tired of watching them look like monkeys. We tired of watching them act stupid and everything. They going off about their own thing. They letting us do whatever we want to do to ourselves. You got to think about it. You know, that's where this open guns law come in. What do you think is going to happen? Everybody going to walk around with a motherfucking attitude and a gun and start shooting each other. Is that really good for our community? But the thing is, getting back to the video, is that us as black people, the ones with a vision, the ones that can see further than just looking down our nose, to get further in life and stop holding everything that somebody else has done accountable in our lives when it never really mattered. We got more choices today than anything to be whoever we want to be. It's all in your mind. And to sit back and say somebody else is holding you back, no, ain't nobody doing that. And I say it all the time, you hold yourself back because you think you can't do shit. Stop saying I can't and start saying I can, and you can do whatever you want. But for y'all to go and tear down a black business, rob them, burn their business up, take everything they got, all because they're making it and you're not, I think that's kind of selfish, y'all. And I think that's kind of fucking retarded, if you ask me. But the second video, and I want to dedicate these videos to Charlie Kirk, because that first video is something he said about that. But the second video, this little boy, he's about 14 years old, and he's got something to tell you.
Wait, don't scroll. I wanted to come on here and talk about the death of someone I looked up to, Charlie Kirk. And I wanted to say that it is disrespectful how people are making Fortnite memes and talking bad about him like he was a horrible person. All he did was have boldness in his faith with Jesus Christ. Like, you guys are so mean to people just because they have beliefs. We, as Christians, we respect you for your beliefs, but we tell you what's wrong and what's right, righteously. But you do not need to be making fun of him because a tragedy has happened. That's all I want to come on here to say is it's blatantly rude and disrespectful to be talking about someone's death like he's just a piece of trash. He has a family, he has kids, he has a wife. You guys want someone to respect you if you got shot, right? If you passed away, you would not want anyone to be talking bad about you. And I saw a video, I saw someone making fun of his wife too. Like, that's just horrible and rude. And today is a very special day to me because I hit 14,000 followers, but I don't even want to celebrate that because I just feel guilty that someone I looked up to passed away, and I'm still able to be on this earth. That's how grateful you have to be. So just stop making fun of him and just go. Like, just stop making fun of him. It's not even funny. at all.
And the thing that he's got to tell you is that he don't understand why you all are making a mockery of somebody that died, that stood up for the beliefs and them having faith in Jesus Christ for themselves. That's one thing I can't say about the man. I may not agree to everything he said, but I didn't disagree on everything he said either, because a lot of it makes sense. The only thing he tried to do was open up our eyes, let us see what was going on. But y'all making a mockery of him, talking about his family, like the little boy said, making these little mimes and everything, just disrespecting the man and everything. Why can't you all understand that somebody else was fighting to be able to see what we was doing, to try to help us get back on track, and then he turned around and get murdered? And the reason he got murdered is not because of what you think. It's not because of what he was saying. It's all about this one guy that Charlie Kirk was interviewing, that the whole crowd was laughing at. Then Charlie Kirk, he kind of was laughing at the dude too, because he thought the dude's ideas and the way he was really didn't mean exactly what Charlie Kirk was talking about. So that dude held a grudge against me. That's why Charlie Kirk died, because that dude, and that dude was a white man just like Charlie Kirk. You can't put that on black man this time. But the thing is, you're murdering off somebody, or you're not really paying attention to somebody that need paid attention to. You laugh, you giggle, you smile, and you brush them off. Sometimes people need a little bit more understanding, and for you to talk to them a little bit more for them to understand and not take things in a certain way. We all don't have the capacity to think the same way. We are all not intelligent. We all are ignorant to some point in our lives. Sometimes our brain didn't develop and we don't understand. But just because of that, we're going to shun them to the side. Nah, I'm not going to say that that's what the dude's main purpose was, is just holding a grudge. But to me, that's what it was. You know, just like a buddy of mine said, I feel like he was holding a grudge because of the way the crowd was laughing at him, and then Charlie Kirk started laughing at him, and everybody listened to Charlie Kirk. That's where he felt like most of it was coming from, because Charlie Kirk was the one that was pushing it, you know, and not really understanding the dude, just saying what he believed in. But we all got our own beliefs, no matter what it is. And you want to get shut down because of what you believe in. And we all supposed to be different, have different goals, different ideas, as long as we can come together and make them work. And that's why these next few clips I want to show Charlie Kirk, like I said, is to pay tribute to the man. It's because I like a lot of what the man said. The only thing he was trying to do is give you statistics, and he may not have been right on all of it. He might not have been right on some of it. You know, he might have been wrong on some of it. But the thing is, he was trying to get you to open your eyes to see that we need to start looking at things in a way that somebody else is seeing it, because instead of us being clowns to the world, he was trying to find solutions and say, hey, this is what needs to happen with us.
What country of origin is your family? Or
my family's
Assyrian?
from Iran.
Iran, okay. Yeah, just so here's a great example. Iranians, Persians, you guys do not need DEI. You're the most successful immigrant group to America by far, because you're some of the smartest, hardest working, and you did that without any sort of favors and any sort of handouts. I mean, Persian businessmen have done amazing in America, not because of DEI. In fact, DEI would say, oh, Persians are too successful, we're gonna call them white, and we're gonna try to have another group be more successful. And so that, I just kind of personalize it to you. Persians have benefited from the idea, don't give me anything, don't give me stuff, just give me a chance. And because of that, Persians or former Iranians are some of the wealthiest immigrant groups in the history of America. Let me ask you a question. You keep on using words children and baby. Let me ask you a question. When someone is celebrating a pregnancy, do they call it a clump of cell shower or a baby shower?
That's also when it's already been past those weeks.
Oh, so it magically gets pixie dust. You're a human being now.
No, because it develops.
Oh, exactly, because it's all around the spectrum of human development, and human development starts at conception.
Yeah, is it going to be completely developed at the first week? No. So
you're not completely developed right now. A lot of people
we're
aren't
not going to be
completely
complete.
developed. I mean,
you're never going to be completely developed.
It's like you are not completely developed at age 30 or 40. The spectrum of human development keeps on going when you go deep and deep into your life. The question is the most important question: when does that journey begin? That journey begin. Like, when did your process of development begin?
My process of development?
Yes. Yeah. At conception. Black Americans are about 13 to 14% of the population.
Yes,
about half of all prisoners are black.
Exactly.
So blacks commit more crimes than whites do. They commit more murders, they commit more arsons, they commit more kidnappings. For example, blacks are 13% of the population and they commit 58% of all the murders.
Okay,
Let's talk about it. These are obviously racist claims, but I will respond to them as if Charlie Kirk were a reasonable person.
Black Americans are about 13 to 14% of the population.
Yes.
About half of all prisoners are black.
Wrong. Just 38% of America's prison population is black. That's according to the US government. But it makes you wonder why Charlie feels the need to add an additional 12% to the black prison population. Could it be because his bigoted talking points only work if he exaggerates them? If Charlie were actually looking for the race that makes up half the prison population in the US, he'd look no further than white people at 57%.
So blacks commit more crimes than whites do.
Wrong. The word "so" is doing a lot of heavy lifting in that sentence.
So blacks commit more crimes.
He's saying "so" as in therefore, as in one could conclude, but Charlie knows he's lying. Even if he hadn't just lied about the black prison population, Charlie is smart enough to know that correlation does not equal causation, but he's hoping that you don't know that. So he deploys the word "so" to make you think he's coming to an obvious conclusion.
So blacks.
Instead, he's making an illogical, racist leap. Charlie knows that we don't have usable data about who commits crimes. It's impossible to have that data since so many crimes go both unreported and or unsolved. Charlie knows that we only have data about arrests and convictions. I'll come back to that data in a moment. What's painfully obvious is that Charlie Kirk isn't interested in understanding the statistics he so carelessly misquotes. He's interested in making bad faith arguments, something that becomes even more obvious in his next point.
Blacks are 13% of the population and they commit 58% of all the murders.
Wrong again, and loud this time. If Charlie were interested in honesty, he would have mentioned the other 1350 statistic. Yes, black people are about 13% of the population, but make up 53% of all criminal exonerations. In fact, black people make up 55% of all murder exonerations specifically. Black people are more likely than any other group in this country to be convicted of crimes they did not commit. And then people like you have the nerve to parade these stats around as though they prove something. The reality is that you probably know these stats, but you leave them out on purpose, because to bring that stat into this conversation would make some people think.
That's why I say, put down the guns, pick up some motherfucking knowledge. Start helping your brother and your sister out, because for one, when you do, you can get further in life. If my boy got corn and cabbage in his motherfucking field and I got carrots and greens, we both want what the other one got. Why not just help each other till the fields, grow it up, make an exchange, we're both happy, and we're growing more next year. But no, that ain't what you want. Instead of you giving something to your boy, you want to go to rob everything he got, leave him and his family without, while you sit back laughing and rubbing your damn belly. That's the problem with us black folks, because we can't see eye to eye. We don't want to build each other up. Stand for the truth and what you believe in. Y'all come out of y'all mouths and say Black Lives Matter. How do Black Lives matter when you still killing each other? How do Black Lives matter when you still doing the same stupid shit, holding on to stuff that it's not even in your life to do? But Charlie Kirk, my hats off to you, brother. You know, like I said, I agree with some things that you said, some things I don't, but you was a great man. You stood for what you believe in. You kept your faith in the Lord. Peace, love, happiness. Like, share, and subscribe. Real talk. Take a couple of these. I'll see you later.